Hi, welcome to Pensionless Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Darius Clem. Now, Darius is missing from Louisiana. They say he was at work and he clocked in and he wasn't heard from since. So he disappeared at work. He's 42 years old. And like I said, this is in Louisiana. So I'm going to pull to see what comes out on him. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video and the channel. So this is Darius Clem, 42 years old, missing out of Louisiana, and he went missing from work. Okay, I think this was April 22nd. Darius Clem. Okay, so here we have the consequences of your actions. So it just means like something happens because of something somebody felt that you did or that something that you did. Okay, so somebody could give you some consequences or you could be getting the result of the consequences from the results of the things that you have done. This is someone from a different culture or background or upbringing. Okay, so this person is different in some type of way from him, whether it's race, upbringing, or whatever. And then we have the girlfriend, wife, fiance. Okay. Okay, so here you have a fading relationship. So something is going on between him and another person. So this means that he and another person is having some issues, and those issues is leading to the consequences, or there's some consequences from this relationship having a problem. Okay, whatever that problem is. Now here, someone from a different culture or background, the truth will be revealed. So here is somebody from a different culture or background than him. Either they don't want that truth to come out or it will. Okay. Um, and now we have with the girlfriend or wife, fiance is karma. So we have karma coming from or because of a girlfriend, wife, or fiance. Okay. So, like I said, we have consequences of someone's actions here from a person of a different background or religion, and this connects to a girlfriend, okay, wife, fiance. Now, here, because of a fading relationship, okay, he's getting those consequences. And here, somebody may not want that fact or that truth or that whatever it is to be known. And here's the karma coming. So somebody have an issue with him and they give him the karma, but they don't want that to be known. All right. One more, then I'll go to the other cards. So here is somebody trying to get away from a person or a situation. See, this person is on a boat. I think he was working on the shipping thing, or he worked on water. But here, this is somebody trying to get away from a person or a situation. They're trying to separate themselves. Okay. And then you have that fading relationship here. So somebody is trying to distance themselves from this situation, or so he is trying to distance himself from a situation or a person because there's an issue going on here. And then here you got the consequences of the action. So somebody is giving you karma or consequences, or you're getting the repercussions of something. Okay. And here you have that somebody is getting assistance. Okay. So somebody is getting help. So somebody helped whoever this person is. See, and they don't want the truth to come out. And this is someone from a different culture or background. Okay. And then here you have someone being caught up in someone else's chaos. So it doesn't have anything to do with you in particular or whoever this person is. It doesn't have anything to do with them necessarily, but it's somebody else maybe surrounding them that's keeping up drama, causing drama, keeping friction going on, whatever it is. So now you have an innocent person being caught up in somebody else's mess. And then you got the karma coming with that. And it's connected to a girlfriend, wife, or fiance. Okay. So this person being caught up in someone else's situation. Okay. Somebody received help, but also somebody is trying to separate themselves. So somebody is trying to separate themselves or distance themselves from the situation because they have a fading relationship with him. And then, or he had one with them, however you want to put it. And now somebody is getting help because they don't want the truth to come out. But whoever this person is someone from a different culture, background, upbringing. Okay. And then here you have somebody getting caught up in the situation that has nothing to do with them. And there's some karma here, and it's connected to somebody's girlfriend, wife, fiance. Okay, so now I'm going to go into these cards to see what comes out with this. Okay. These cards. There. Okay, the first card. First card that came out is your employment, your place of employment. Okay. You have alive. So alive means that you are alive, but it also means that somebody is aware of what's going on. So somebody knows what's going on. They are aware. And it also means that someone is alive. Either one of those meanings. Okay. And then we have yes. So that's confirmation of what we're saying. So at this job, someone is aware of what happened. Okay. And also mean he was alive at work too. All right. So so now we have the body. Okay. The body. This means the person's body. Okay. The physical body. Caution is needed. Let me turn this around. This way is okay, there it is. Okay, so it's saying caution is needed. So you have to be careful. And then this is somebody that's affiliated. So somebody is affiliated with him. He needs to be careful of somebody. Okay, so he himself has to be careful, cautious, okay, with somebody that's affiliated with him. And it's saying yes to somebody that's affiliated with him. So it's something that's connected to somebody that he's affiliated with, and caution is needed. Somebody is now, like I said, this means somebody is aware and alive. So this means with this that somebody is aware of the situation and they're being careful. They know they have to be cautious. But also, he may have had seen signs or known that he should have been cautious because we already saw that it was a faded relationship. So he probably needed to be careful too when he was aware that he needed to be careful. And whoever is aware of this situation that he was affiliated with, they're also trying to be cautious as well because they don't want to be identified or found out or whatever. Okay. And then when at this job, we have him at work. Okay. Cards upside down. Okay, so now we have the mental, the mentality, the way somebody thinks, or somebody's could have mental issues as well. So that's the mentality. So somebody's mentality. We have conflict here as well. And then here is DNA. So here we have somebody having conflict, okay, with somebody else. And we already got in the beginning that somebody had a faded relationship. So it was issues between him and another person. And here's the conflict coming out right here. And with that conflict, we having somebody needs to be careful or cautious around somebody because they got problems with that person. And somebody is aware. So he is aware that he has to be careful because he got this conflict with this person. And also the person that he had conflict with is being careful as well because they are having issues with him. So if they are the ones who did something to him, they have to be careful of what they say and what they do. Now, here we have DNA evidence. Okay. That's just DNA or DNA evidence. Okay. So a DNA connection, a DNA, like you related to somebody, there's a DNA evidence or whatever. Okay. So, and then here, affiliated. So there's some DNA evidence. So we got DNA affiliated, and yes. So that means it should be some type of DNA evidence there that's connected to the situation. Um, and also here with the job and him, somebody's the way they were feeling mentally. So the way they think, or they having some issues, or like their mentality, like a person's mentality, or a person with mental issues. So here with the mentality or the way they think, mental issues, conflict, and DNA. So somebody could be conflicted mentally because they know there could be some DNA evidence or about some DNA evidence. They may not even know that there is DNA evidence. They may be wondering if it's DNA evidence there, but it's somebody's mentality or the way they're thinking, okay, about this situation. And it's also connected to him at work. So something's going on with him at work that could have been on him mentally, on his mind, or bothering him mentally about some things that was going on at work with him. And he knew that there was like he had a conflict with somebody, not necessarily meaning that you think somebody's going to harm you, but you know somebody could do something to cause you to lose your job or whatever the situation is because y'all having a problem with each other. Now I do have alive, so I don't have anything saying that he's not here, still here. So, like I said, this can mean that you're still alive as well. So here we have a danger restricted area. So this is a dangerous place or somewhere you should not be at. Okay, and that's at his work. So work is dangerous or restricted area. So he could be or been in a restricted area at work, and it was dangerous for him to be there, or if this is where he was at work in a restricted area at work here. And in that restricted area, danger restricted area, I have poison. So I don't know what he does at this place. I don't know if they have a lab down there or somewhere where they do certain type of run some type of test, because I got danger restricted area. Then I have the poison. So it could be a contaminated, because we got dangerous restricted area, contamination, and then over here I have the lab work, lab results. Okay. So this is saying that they could have like a laboratory or I don't know what they would call them in different areas, but like where you do testing at, and it's a restricted area for testing. Okay. Now, I have the contaminated area and alive. So, like I said, it could be he could still be alive, and he is in a contaminated area, or there's something that has caused him to be sick, or some poisonous things, maybe got into his system, or somebody could be aware of him being in this contaminated area. Okay, because that contamination and the alive is with the caution and the conflict. And then you have the lab results. And I got that with the yes. I mean, the lab is yes. And it's affiliated with some DNA. So, like I said, if he's in a restricted area, like a laboratory where they do, some jobs have specialized areas where you have to have some type of clearance or whatever to get in there, because they do special testing. They don't want everybody to be in and out. And so here, there could be some DNA evidence connected to him in the laboratory area. Okay, because that could be a restricted area. It don't have to be a lab, but it's somewhere where they do some type of testing. It could be machine work. It don't have to be chemicals. Okay, so here, like I said, restricted area, like a lab or something like that. And then here with the danger restricted area, we have at work, because we got those two together. And we have that with the body and the mentality. Okay, the way somebody thinks, or the way somebody is handling the issue, their mentality, the way they look at things, the way they think, however. Okay. So we have animal. Animal here is an actual animal, but it mainly means that somebody is very animalist, savage. Okay, like a savage attack. Somebody is acting like an animal. It's more like what this means. Okay, and it's coming with this. Okay, but it's also coming with this. Okay, so we have animal, and this is here at that job. Once again, job is different than your place of employment, because job doesn't necessarily mean is you earning money. It's something that you designated yourself to do, or a job that you do. It could be something that, like, if you work a part of a team, what your role is. It's just basically what you having a role in something. Okay, what your role is. And then we have that with the fire. The fire is an actual fire, or it's the intensity of a situation. So in a situation can be intense with the fire, or it's an actual fire. So we have the animal, which is somebody being savage, and then a job connected to that. And the job is caution is needed. So you got to be careful. Okay, somebody's role or somebody's job, and then you got to be caution is needed. Okay. And with that caution needed with that job, we have that coming with the alive and the poison. So alive, like I said, somebody is aware of what's going on. They're aware of the situation. All right. And then here's the conflict. Now with the fire, it's connected to him, is affiliated. Somebody that he is affiliated with this fire. Is it this intense situation or actual fire? And then we have here the testing in the lab, or whatever you want to call it, here confirmation with that. And there's also the DNA evidence. So DNA, fire, and affiliated. So that means the intense situation of somebody that he was affiliated with, or somebody he was affiliated with did some type of fire or something like that. Lab and DNA. So there's some type of DNA, or maybe it was to remove some type of DNA. Okay. All right. What's this? Sexual predator. All right. Now we have the surgery. Now the surgery means because I got this card. This means that you no longer want to be connected, like you cutting somebody off. You don't want to deal with them, but it also means that somebody actually cut you, like a surgery. They could cut you in some type of way. Here, somebody's trying to separate themselves from a situation or a person, and here, somebody cutting somebody off or cutting somebody up. Okay, but this mainly comes out when somebody is trying to cut somebody off. They don't want to deal with them. Okay, so here, it's on that mentality. So the way somebody's mental is set up, or the way they are thinking, like, I don't want to deal with this person no more. I'm cutting this person off. That's what their mentality was. I'm no longer going to deal with this person. I'm cutting them off, right? And then here you have the chaos. This chaos is an intention to harm. Because I got two chaos cards. This one means it's chaos. That means it's a bunch of stuff going on. But what it is trying to cause somebody intentionally trying to harm you. That's what this one means. Okay. And then we got that with the conflict. So because of a conflict, somebody is intentionally trying to harm you. And then with the intentional harm, we got this karma. And then we also have, where's the other part? What is it? Oh, karma. Oh, maybe that was it. Thought I had more in it. What's this? Oh, okay, here it is. And then the consequences of your actions. So the consequences of your actions and karma. So here you have somebody don't want to deal with somebody cutting somebody off. Like I said, that's the way they're feeling. That's the way in their mind that they're thinking. I'm not dealing with this person anymore. And then we have the harsh treatment here with this person. danger at this job, right? And so now you have somebody intentionally trying to harm you, cause you harm because of some type of conflict. And then here you got the job, and then you got to be careful. Caution is needed here with this situation because here is a contaminated poison. This poison means contamination, poison. You know what a poison is, but it also means something that's not good for your health. It's not inducive to your health. And then we have alive. Okay. So alive meaning somebody is aware or somebody is alive. And then here, I got a group coming together to complete something. So you have people coming together to handle something, right? And it's coming with this. And with this, people coming together, this is DNA. Now, these people could be related, or these three people, when they came together to do whatever they had to do, they left some DNA behind. Okay, with that. And then with these three people coming together, like I said, it's an intense situation, but it also represents a fire as well. And then we have the affiliated. So they affiliated with together, they affiliated to him. And once again, here is, like I said, lab. So that means some type of testing. Okay. Somebody's taking you against your will. Somebody not letting you go. When you go somewhere, you're not allowed to leave when you want to. That's also kidnapping. Not necessarily somebody snatching you up and taking you somewhere, but you going somewhere willingly. And once you're ready to leave, they don't let you go. Same thing. Okay. And it's coming out here with this. The job, the dangerous situation, dangerous or restricted area, and you're not letting you leave. Okay. Not letting you leave. Animal-like treatment to you. And like I said, somebody not wanting to deal with you, mental, okay, their mindset. Okay. Now with the kidnap, now I'm having this crossed over. That means you're deceased. Okay. I'm not gonna say he's deceased, because we want him to come back home, but this is just what I'm getting. Okay. Because like I said, this means that you're still alive. But I got this coming on top of it. So this means you're still alive, or somebody is aware of the situation. They're fully aware. It's not like somebody was clueless and not knowing what was going on. They're fully aware and they know exactly what's going on. That's what that means. So you have this. Okay. And that crossed over with that poison, like I said. And then you have that with the job, and caution is needed, and somebody intentionally doing something to cause you harm because y'all got a problem. Now we have this success, abundance, happiness. Okay. Your money. Basically, this means your money, or you found enjoyment in something. Whatever bringing you happiness, your happiness, success, abundance meaning your money. Okay. Some type of results. Okay. Some type of lab results, some type of testing or whatever it is. Okay. So here I got kidnapped, crossed over in the sun. So that means somebody could have found some type of enjoyment in doing it, or somebody did it because it was going to it's affecting their happiness, it's affecting their money, and it's affecting their success. Now I have a different success card. Okay. So, but that success card means you're successful at something. This one means like when you work or you earn or whatever, your happiness, your abundance, and your success. The things that you do to bring yourself joy, or the things that's within you that brings you joy. Okay. So go further. Here we have the time. So that means somebody set something up to happen at a certain period of time. Is the timing meaning it's happened over a period of time, or somebody setting the time at a certain time, whatever. It's something about the timing, how long something is going on, the time you set for something to happen, whatever. It's something about the timing. So you selecting a time for something, or it has been happening over a period of time. So it could have been some harsh treatment happening to him over a period of time, or this is the designated time that they wanted to give him some harsh treatment because we got that coming with this. Okay. Okay. And then here you got the surgery and the mental. Okay. And I already explained what that means. So next to the time, we have material things. Material things is things that you can feel in your hand. It doesn't, on this card, you got clothes and stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily mean clothes. It's just things that are material, earthly things like that that you can hold within your hand. So you have material things here with the job. Okay. But if we just look at the picture, it's just clothes, right? So caution needed. You got to be careful because somebody's responsible for doing something, right? And it's with the material things and the material things. And then we have this with the transition. So that means you're moving from one thing to another. You're transitioning over. You're transitioning to a new phase. You're transitioning. Okay. So something about the timing of something here with some type of material things, whatever this material thing is, and we have a transition. And the transition is here with this fire and somebody that's connected or connected to him or is affiliated connected to a fire. Okay. This transition is. Okay. So okay, so now we have something being taken. That could be anything. That could be your life, or that could be an item of yours that somebody has taken away from you. Something is stolen from you. Okay. Somebody is taken, something is taken. And then here you have a social event. Now, social event is a party, people celebrating, yes. But social event also means that you have other people there with you. Okay, you hanging out, you are surrounded by other people. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a party. You could just be just sitting around not doing anything, but you are with other people socializing. Okay. And then you have a fading relationship. When we got fading relationship, that was one of the first cards that came out. Fading relationship. Okay, fading relationship is coming on top of these three people that came together to do something. And then here, ladder. Now I don't know if these people are related because ladder is DNA. So they could have some type of DNA relation, or these people, these three people, when they came together, okay, they left some DNA behind. Okay, so you have him with these other people, and they got an issue between each other. But he's around these, not saying he's hanging out, but he's surrounded, or he is around these people. He's with these people, okay, socially, okay. So that don't mean y'all are just, like I said, it don't mean a party or anything. It just means that you are among other people and y'all are socializing. But it's a problem. And then here, with these people that you are around, these people are doing something to intentionally cause you harm because of a conflict that they have with you. Something is taken, like I said, that could be your life or an item of yours. Something is taken. Somebody no longer wants to deal with somebody, or cutting somebody up or off. And then you have the mentality, the way these people are thinking. They thinking, oh, I'm just not going to deal with this person no more, right? That's their mentality. I ain't going to deal with them. Or this person could think about causing you harm here, taking something away from you. They just waiting on the right time and to treat you badly, to cause you some type, to treat you in a savage way, right? That's the timing. And then here you have the kidnap, and you in a dangerous place here at work, okay? Now, like I said, you got these people, like I said, plotting on you, planning on doing something to cause you harm. And then I have this. Somebody crossing over, contamination, poison contamination, and like somebody's fully aware. So did they give them something? Like they trying to act like they just chilling, even though they already, everybody know they got a problem. Oh, just say, oh, we're gonna act like we cool, and we're gonna give you something to cause you harm, right? But then, like I said, it was a planned thing because we got the timing of it right here. So it's something happening at a particular time. It's something that's been going on. They've been having a problem over some months or some weeks or some days or whatever the situation may be. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Okay, let's see what else comes up. And then that'll be it. Okay. So we have, this is when you're only thinking about how things affect you. Okay. Selfishness, narcissistic type of person, right? Kind of like that. Then you have this devil with some corruption. So corruption means you have to think about anything that somebody could possibly do. That may not be it. They may do something worse than that. Okay. So we got that. Now I want to pull because I know he had a fiance, so I don't want to be accusing nobody because I'm sure I think she was at his job. But I want to pull on that girlfriend, wife, fiance. Why is she in here? Why is she in here? It might not even be his fiance. Okay, could be somebody at the work, at the job. Maybe they dating somebody at work. Okay, I don't know. Here, this female is connected to a child. And here, is this a child? This is also a job. So I don't know, it's a female at the job. And then here's a child. So I don't know. Somebody at work, okay? So this child. Child being in fear of the outcome of a situation. So somebody is in fear of the outcome of a situation. Something has to do with somebody's child with this female. Okay. Now I don't know if he has kids with his fiance girlfriend or whatever, but this could just be that they are afraid of the outcome of the situation with him being missing. Okay, we can just leave it like that. I don't want to accuse nobody of doing anything. Okay. Um, but with that job, this is like I said, this is how you in this deck right here, job means you earning money or something that you are designated to do. Okay. All right, so that's what I got on him. Oh, I want to clarify this. It's double. Okay. Mm. Now, somebody is only thinking of themselves like a narcissistic person, devil, and corruption, things going on that you would never expect. Now, I said clarify that, what's going on with that. And I got a sexual partner here, somebody that you were in a commitment with. Okay. Then I just got this person. So I don't know. So you can leave your comments in the comment section and thank you for watching. Thank you.